Incarceration is a disorder, and it's the result of trauma. Let me say trauma. Trauma. And there's three phases that boys go into. There's three phases of emotional psychological incarceration. I'm going to break down the first stage. The first stage is emotional constipation. What is it?
Emotional constipation.
Now, by nature, men and boys are not taught to express their emotions. So when we are exposed to a trauma at a young age, we internalize our trauma and we internalize our emotions. Those emotions go through stage one, which I just told you is emotional what? Emotional constipation. Those emotions become stuck. And the result of my emotions becoming stuck, I start to act out. And that usually occurs between the age of, looking at it from a school perspective, pre-K to the age of 14. Now, that's emotional constipation. Now, how many people know someone, or you know someone that's been constipated before right now? Now, how many of us have ever been constipated before right now? No, I like that. Come on. Yeah. How many of us have ever seen a toilet before right now? Ask the question one more time. How many people have toilet, raise their hand, toilet. Okay. Now, so the second phase of emotional psychological incarceration is emotional incarceration. What's the second stage?
Emotional incarceration.
Now, what you will find in the school setting across the country, the 9th grade is the transition grade for when children either they want to graduate or they go into the prison system. 9th grade. It's all the way across the country. And this is the issue. The young men in middle school and elementary school who were emotionally what? Constipated. And it was never dealt with. Now they are in what stage? Emotionally incarcerated. So now you're going to the 9th grade, emotionally incarcerated, because I haven't dealt with the trauma that's from my childhood. I can't read on the 9th grade level because I never dealt with what? I've never dealt with the what?
Constipation.
The constipation or the trauma. Now we're emotionally incarcerated. Let's look at what occurs next. Then we go into what type of incarceration? Physical incarceration. Because the numbers show it's about 2.3 million people locked up in prison, 1.5 or 1.67 of black men. And all of them emotionally constipated, emotionally incarcerated. And they went out here and did something stupid and ended up what? Physically incarcerated. Now, once they become physically incarcerated, they have to come to the creative moment. Right. Because now you're forced to look at your trauma. You're forced to look at that constipation. In that prison cell every day. And it goes back to your childhood. It goes back to your childhood. There are grown men here today. You're constipated and incarcerated. Because you never dealt with grown men in here in this room. See, you spending your whole life hiding behind what? Mask. And your significant other trying to figure out what's wrong with you. You're emotionally incarcerated. You never dealt with that trauma. You don't want to take off the what? The mask. You hide behind the what? You hide behind the mask. You're incarcerated. And you can't be the man that God wants you to be until you take this mask off.
Yeah, say that.
That's the issue. And your family members and children are suffering behind it. My father wore the mask up until he died. My father was 70. When he died, he never told me he was sorry. He said, I wish I could have done some things different. It took him 7 years to take his mask off. How long is it going to take you?